Maulana and Mufti Zulfiqar Noori Sahib spoke, they were demanding the Congress High Command to look into the matter seriously. They should speak to Mr. Abdul Jabbar, and also they should see that Mr. Nasir Ahmad, the political secretary to the CM, who was recently terminated, he should be reinstated or given higher any other position. This was the demand by these two ulamas. Also Maulana Zainul Abidin Sahib was telling, you should see the fate of Congress party in what happened in Gujarat, in Delhi and UP. When Muslims went away from Congress, then they suffered it. They could not get even one seat there. So this should not happen in Karnataka. Maulana was telling so many other parties are on the boundary of Karnataka. If something happens, they may enter and Congress will have to suffer. It's a serious remark and serious question to the community. Community has taken it a serious note of it. So the Congress High Command should look into it. They should not unnecessarily disturb the Muslim community. The Muslim community wholeheartedly they have voted to the Congress party in 23 and 24 general election. They should at least see how they have voted Congress to power. They should at least give something to the party, to the community. One small thing which I would like to bring it to your kind notice, the press release is in English and Kannada both in your hands. With this of it I will just read to you. Before the said election, we met our Honorable Chief Minister, as already said by these two delegates. During these meetings, we strongly urged the party leadership to consider a candidate from the minority community. We did not mention anybody's name there for ensuring Davangere South by-election. This request was made in light of statements by the Shamnur Shiv Shankarappa, former MLA, during 23 Assembly election, where he had announced that it would be his last election and that he would make way for a minority candidate in the next election. Even he said to the extent it is on record that I will see that Muslim candidate will win the seat from Davangere South. He himself said like this. And as such in both Davangere South or Davangere North constituencies, minority committee is very big in number. Because of it, it was natural justice to field minority committee in at least one of these constituencies. Hence, there has been a long demand for a party ticket there. Sri Shamnu Shankarappa had also, he knew this well, and that was the reason for his assurance. Keeping this assurance in view, we emphasize the need to field a candidate from the minority community. During our meetings with the party leaders on 20th March, the last day of Ramadan, we also expressed our deep displeasure with Congress party and Congress-led government headed by Sri Siddaramaiah. During the 23 Assembly elections, specific promises were made to the Muslim community that the issues and problems faced by minorities would be addressed immediately upon the party coming to power. This was the assurance made and it was in the manifesto. However, even after completing almost 3 years in office, several key issues mentioned in the Congress election manifesto, I would like to request the audience to please maintain silence, such as reservation for Muslims, the anti-conversion bill, the hijab issue, etc., remain unaddressed. After detailed deliberations, Mr. Surjewala assured us at night, 10:30 at night, we met him, all the delegates were there, that he would discuss the matter with the Honorable Chief Minister, the President of KPCC and the party high command, but that a minority candidate would be accommodated for Davangere South by-election. We were satisfied with his assurance. However, we were shocked when the name of grandson of the Sri Shamnur Shiv Shankarappa was announced as the official Congress candidate. Please maintain silence. This decision caused widespread disappointment and shock within the entire Muslim community. As our repeated requests were ignored, the recent developments have further deepened the unhappiness among the Muslim community. Looking at the action taken against the most loyal senior Congress leader, Nasir Ahmad MLC, and he was the former uh, Secretary to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah and Abdul Jabbar Sahab, Chairman of KPCC Minority Cell. We would like to ask the Congress Party High Command and the KPCC President why similar action was not taken in the following cases. Against the Sri Shamunur Shivarankappa, who appealed to voters during the 24 Lok Sabha elections to support the BJP candidate. Openly, he has supported BJP. Being a congressman from years together, he supported the BJP candidate. The Congress Party did not take any action against him. Even the Congress Party did not ask him also. This is the fate. Against those responsible for the defeat of Iqbal Ahmad Sharadki by Congress MLAs during the Legislative Council. It happened. Against Congress leaders who worked against the party's official candidate in 2000 Assembly election in Bijapur, Raichur, Gangavati, not 2013, it's 23, 2023. In Bijapur, Raichur city, Gangavati, and in 2013, Hebbal constituency, where the grandson of C.K. Jafar Sharif stood as a Congress candidate. They should ask this question. We wish to place on record that it is the minority communities, especially Muslims, who have stood firmly with the Congress Party like a rock and voted en masse in the Karnataka Assembly elections 2013, 2018 and 2023, as well as the Lok Sabha elections in 2019, 2024. Survey reports published in the print and electronic media after the 23 Assembly elections clearly indicated that minorities, particularly Muslims, voted overwhelmingly more than 90% in favor of Congress, enabling the party to form the government. The significant contribution of the Muslim community in bringing Congress to power was widely debated in the media. At the same time, we wish to emphasize that our concerns are rooted in the broader constitutional vision of justice, equality and dignity for all marginalized and oppressed communities. The issues raised here are not confined to one community alone, but reflect a larger question of fair representation, social justice and respect for democratic assurance. We stand in solidarity with all disadvantaged sections, including minorities, backward classes, Dalits and other historically marginalized groups, and reiterate that justice to one is justice to all, and denial to one weakens the constitutional promise for everyone. However, an impression has now gained ground within the Muslim community in Karnataka that Congress Party has taken the support for granted, and it believes that Muslims have no options other than Congress. The perception is entirely incorrect. Historically, Muslim support has been crucial in enabling Congress to rise to power. This clearly shows that we do have options and that we are not prepared to accept repeated humiliation and disrespect towards the Muslim community and its religious and political leaders. We have always viewed Sri Nasir Ahmad, Political Secretary to the Honorable Chief Minister, as an important facilitator between the minorities and the depressed communities and the government headed by Sri Siddaramaiah. The removal of Sri Nasir Ahmad and the resignation of Sri Abdul Jabbar sent disturbing signals to the minority communities, especially Muslims. These actions reflect indifference and disregard towards the legitimate and aspirations of marginalized sections of the community. The entire Muslim community at every level in Karnataka and across the country has expressed deep displeasure, anguish over the actions of the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Siddaramaiah and the Congress Party High Command towards this Muslim community. We also wonder how the party president Sri Mallikarjun Kharge can remain silent when such grave injustice is meted out to the minority community. This has compelled safeguard the interest, honor and dignity of the community, while continuing to uphold the constitutional path of justice, equality and democratic engagement for all. Here the signatories, Mufti Muhammad Shaibullah Khan Sahib. He is the member of Majlis-e-Imarat Karnataka, Shariat Karnataka. He is expected to come. He was on way with another preoccupied program, but anyway he may shortly come and meet you before this verse. Mufti Iftikhar Ahmad Qasimi is the president of Jamiat Ulama Karnataka, and also he is the member Majlis-e-Imarat Sharia Karnataka. Maulana Tanveer Pira Hashmi, he missed his flight from Delhi. He messaged us, his ticket was also with us. Qari Zulfiqar Ahmad Noori Sahab, Imam o Khatib, Masjid-e-Bilal. Mufti Muhammad Aslam Rashadi is also out of station. Maulana Muhammad Zainul Abidin Rashadi Mazahiri, he is the principal of Darul Ulum Shah Waliullah. I am Shabir Ahmed, and Maulana Ejaz Nadbi could not make today. Dr. Saad Muhammad Telgami, he is the president Jamaat Islami. All are with us. Unfortunately, due to some preoccupied engagement, they could not come, but they are with all. They all are with us with our engagement. Maulana Khalid Beg Nadvi, a famous educationalist, he was in Tumkur, could not come because he had some guests with him, and he said, I am wholeheartedly supporting your cause. Maulana Wahiduddin Khan Umri, he is also one of the members of Jamaat Islami. Maulana Mufti Shamsuddin Qasimi, he left to Delhi today. There was a very important meeting in Jamiat Ulama. And Hafiz Muhammad Amin, the General Secretary, Jamiat Ulama Karnataka. Sulaiman Khan, Milli Council, Maulana Umar Farooq, he is present there. Maulana Abdul Qadir Shah Wajid and Hafiz Sayyid Asif. Okay. नहीं, हम किसी मुस्लिम लीडर के नुमाइंदगी रिप्रेजेंटेशन के लिए नहीं आए हैं, हम एक कंसर्न लेकर आए हैं।
मेरी बात में मैंने कहा था कि पार्टी, अगर कोई पार्टी लीडर पार्टी के खिलाफ जाता है तो पार्टी कार्रवाई करे उसूल से, शोकास नोटिस दे, उसको सफाई का मौका दे, उसको बात करे, अगर उसका गलत निकल आए तो कार्रवाई करे। यहाँ इससे पहले लोगों ने जो है पार्टी के खिलाफ ओपन मीडिया में गए तो कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की, और अब कार्रवाई कर रही है उसूल से हटके। हमारी नाराजगी इस पर। अब वो पार्टी के मौजूदा जो एक्शन है, उन एक्शन से ऐसा हमें लग रहा है कि पार्टी ये समझ रही है कि इन पर कार्रवाई करने से कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है। ऐसा नहीं है, कम्युनिटी में है, सब वॉच कर रहे, सब देख रहे, जो गलत कर रहे वो गलत है, उसको कहा जाएगा कि ये गलत है।
ಆಯ್ತು ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈ ಉಲಮಗಳ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಯಾವ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ನಾಯಕನ ಬೆಂಬಲದಲ್ಲೋ ಅಥವಾ ಪರವಾಗೋ ಬಂದಿರೋದಲ್ಲ. ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಯಕತ್ವವನ್ನ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ರೀತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಹೊರ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದ ಬಿಕ್ಕಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ತನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಚೌಕಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೀತಿ ನೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮೇಲ್ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಾರಣ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಂತರ ಅವರು ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಈ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಕಟ್ಟಾಳುಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನ್ವಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರ ಆಚೆಗೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ನಾಯಕರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರೋ ಆಂತರಿಕ ಬಿಕ್ಕಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಕ್ಷ ಅವ್ರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಏಕಾಏಕಿ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿರುವುದು ಕಾರಣ ಕೇಳದೆ ವಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋಂಥ ಸಂದಿಗ್ಧ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಕ್ರಮದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಈ ನಿಯೋಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಖಂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಐತೆ. ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಸಮಸ್ತ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಈ ನಿಯೋಗ ಈ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ನಾಯಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಮಸ್ತ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ನಾಯಕತ್ವದ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ಅಹಿಂದ ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ವರ್ತಮಾನನ ಖಂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ವರ್ತಮಾನನ ವಿರೋಧಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು CM ಇಬ್ರಾಹಿಂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ್ಲದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅವಾಗ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಚಿತ್ರಣ ಏನಿತ್ತು, ನಾವು ವರ್ತಮಾನನ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ, ಭವಿಷ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ವರ್ತಮಾನದಿರಲಿ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಾಗಿರಲಿ. ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇತಿಹಾಸದ ಚರ್ಚೆಗಳು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇದೆಯೋ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಪಕ್ಷ ವಿರೋಧಿ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿರೋರ ನಾಯಕರ, ಸಮುದಾಯಗಳ ನಾಯಕರ ಇತಿಹಾಸವೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ. ಅದು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅದು ಸ್ವಾಗತಾರ್ಹ. ನಾವು ಅದ್ರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾಯಕತ್ವಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಸಮುದಾಯ, ಸಮುದಾಯಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಸಮಾಜ, ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ದೇಶ. ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೋಣ. ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಯಾವುದೇ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ರಹ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದು, ತಿಳಿ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಸಮುದಾಯದ ಭಾವನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿ ಮೂಲಕ ಕನ್ವೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತಾಶೆ, ಬೇಸರ, ಕೋಪ, ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪತ್ರಿಕಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿ ಮೂಲಕ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕ ಚರ್ಚೆಗೊಳಪಡಿಸಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂದೇಶ ರವಾನೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವವನ್ನ ಜೀವಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಇದು. ಪಕ್ಷಗಳು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆ ಪಕ್ಷದ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಪಕ್ಷದ ನಾಯಕರು, ಪಕ್ಷದ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರೋ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್?
ಇದು ಏಷ್ಯಾನೆಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಿ.